Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Kim Becker, and this is Hello, Gorgeous, Everything Beauty, Cancer, and Inspiration on Society Bites Radio, social interaction for the mind and soul. Our guest today is Lori Miller. God had a sense of humor. He knew that Lori wanted to be in the medical field and to help people, but she never saw what God had planned for her life. When she was 14, her mother's best friend Cheryl passed away from bone cancer. Although the details are fuzzy, she remembers watching that strong, beautiful, loud, boisterous, and funny woman wither away from a disease that we still can't cure almost 30 years later. Lori's mother, Sherry, who was a hairdresser, had very little to offer in means of hair and head coverings to make Cheryl feel comfortable. Sherry made it her life's mission to see to it that women would have choices and to never have to endure that feeling. Lori started to work for her mother immediately after graduation from college. The transition from a full-service salon to a boutique geared towards women's special needs before, during, and after cancer diagnosis was in full swing. And that was almost 23 years ago. Today, Lori, alongside her mother and sister Trisha, now offer these services and products to women in 3 stores located in Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois. They are a strong team of women working together, diligently to offer women unique and tailored choices they may not know are available to them. The trio are all licensed cosmetologists and are certified by the American Board of Orthotics, Prosthetics, and Pedorthics. They pride themselves in making one-on-one time with each and every person to make sure their individualized needs are met, either through a consultation, fitting, or even just some education. This is just one of the many attributes that makes them excellent in their field. Hi, Lori, and welcome to our show.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I am so excited to have you be a part of our show today because what you guys offer is so important. And I think that education is the key. I think that there are many women out there that don't realize that there are products available for them when they go through any type of cancer, but even, especially breast cancer. So explain to us a little bit more about what it is exactly that you do.
Okay, well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you very much for asking me. And second of all, I may choke up a little bit because that story always gets me. So I do apologize. So what it is that sets us apart from everyone else is we are tailored or geared towards women and their special needs. And cancer is like our number one thing that we do help women with, but it's all sorts of personal issues, whether it's hair loss from hereditary, medication, stress, trauma, things of that nature. Or even with breast, sometimes there's uneven development or, again, trauma or surgery from either a biopsy or, cancer isn't always the only reason women seek the help that they need.
That's right.
So but what it is we are customized to each and every person and what their needs are. We have private fitting rooms. Everyone is accredited and licensed, like you said, which gives us the knowledge and the tools to better fulfill the needs of each and every individual person.
And I think, Amazon being the way that it is, and people can get their hands on anything that they need via the internet. But I think that there's something to the whole person-to-person touch. I think there's something about feeling a person's energy. I think there's being able to look at a person and to better diagnose, for lack of a better word, exactly what it is that they need, being in that same space. So I think what you guys offer and what you do and giving that individualized attention is so important to women battling whatever it is. Cancer most importantly, because of the fact that sometimes they don't know exactly what it is to do or where to go for things like this.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about the types of products that you offer.
Okay. Well, I will start with the breast. One of the main things that women do not realize that they need is what's called an after surgery garment, which is something that you need to take to the hospital with you so that you can wear at home.
And this would be after like a mastectomy or just a or a
Any,
lumpectomy?
yep. Any sort of breast surgery, whether it be lumpectomy, mastectomy with immediate reconstruction, anything, or expanders put in. There's so many different surgeries nowadays, but we do the fitting prior to the surgery so that they know how comfortable it fits, because trying to do the fitting after the surgery when their range of motion is compromised, when they've got drain tubes or bandages and things that they're not comfortable, or there's induced swelling. So doing that, setting that up prior to the surgery is very, very vital. And that way they can have it, they can take it with them, they can take it to the hospital, wear it home. The nurses are there to help in showing them how to put it on and zip it up, things of that nature that are going to help them feel more confident and comfortable. That right there, they have drain pouches. Some of the surgeries need little drain bulbs for the fluid, and they don't. In past years, Kim, people have come in, and still to this day, they come in with the drain safety pin to a t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Man's t-shirt. That is so not acceptable in today's world for these women.
Agreed.
So much is stolen from them. And this right there is one thing. So they're very comfortable. They're made with like 94% cotton, a little bit of elastic and, Lycra, so that it squeezes them and gives them a little bit of compression. Some of them have aloe infused into the fibers. So it's conditioning for the skin. They have adjustable straps so that the surgery sites are easily accessible. There's a lot of different things. They come with a little puff and a pocket if they are doing a full mastectomy, and they're going to need that for the next few weeks before they can actually be fit with a replacement silicone external breast prosthesis, which is later down the line, 3 to 6 weeks post-op.
Right.
So yeah, that right there is first and foremost, but there's a lot of different options that they can choose from, colors and sizes and styles. Choices are very, very big for women, and we pride ourselves on being able to offer that to them.
That's awesome. And then I've had the wonderful honor of being in two of your 3 locations, and you guys also offer. You have wigs and you have hats, and you have wigs for men too, not only women. But all of the things, bathing suits, it's warming up. People are thinking about swimsuit. I love that you even have options for women if they have their surgery and maybe they've opted not to have reconstruction done for whatever reason. But you even have swimsuits, right? That there's actually a slit where it makes it look like they have a chest, breasts, even if they don't have it. Is that correct?
Yes. All of the bathing suits are pocketed. They're designed for post-breast surgery, so the strap adjustments are tailored to them. Higher under the arm where there's excess skin or tissue, sometimes it needs to be held in, or edema and extra fluid that builds up there. There's extra compression allowed. Pockets on both sides. They come up higher on the chest wall because not every surgery is the same, and some scars are a little more visible than others. And they come in 2 pieces. They come in sizes 6 to 30. I mean, there's a wide range. So we do carry them all year long because, some people go on vacation in the middle of winter.
That's right. So tell me then, who can benefit from your products and services, and why would they benefit from what you guys have to offer?
Okay. So like you said, anybody can get products online, but coming in for an actual fitting, 80% of women are wearing the wrong size of bra,
Oh, wow.
And after you've had surgery, things fit differently. Things are just not as comfortable. And it's best to try things on, it's try before you buy type of a thing. And that way we can know that, are you wearing the right size of bra that's going to give you the comfort and support or slight compression that you need? Are you balanced, symmetrically balanced, so that your spinal column is not going to tip to one side or the other, and you're going to eventually develop shoulder drop or a concave chest because you're not balancing the weight of distributing the breast tissue on both sides of your spine. And that is the main reason why you should replace the breast. A lot of women will say, "Oh, I'm not that uneven." And it's not just an external visual thing. It's more for a medical reason.
Right.
And so
I never even thought of that. You and I had a conversation earlier this week when we were setting up things for the interview, and I never even thought about what that would do. And the product that you said can go on to kind of counter for their spine so that they're not leaning forward and they can stay in their correct posture. That's just not even a thought that would cross my mind. That's amazing that they have those different products for people to be able to help them stay as close to normal as what they were, prior to surgery, after surgery. Yeah.
Correct.
That's awesome.
And there's so many different kinds, there's even the custom prosthesis is for anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter if you've had reconstruction. Sometimes it's not as even on both sides, so we can make a custom piece tailored to your chest wall that fits like a puzzle piece on you, right over the reconstruction.
Wow.
Match your your natural side, or, double, full mastectomy. You could be any size that you want. But again, it's tailored to you. And I need to add that a tremendous amount of these products are usually covered under insurance. And a lot of people don't look into those benefits.
That's right. They don't understand. So I'm glad that you mentioned that, because there's a way, well, even with a wig, you were the one that taught me that a doctor can write a prescription for something, and it's a cranial prosthetic is how they write it.
That is correct.
That if they take it into a boutique like yours, then the insurance company will cover a good portion of a wig. I never even thought about a cranial prosthetic, but it's awesome that the insurance company will cover those, and you guys know how to file the insurance paperwork so that they get as much benefit from their insurance as possible.
We file with all insurance companies. The government insurances like Medicare and Medicaid unfortunately do not cover wigs at this time. It is on
really?
Capitol Hill. It is on Capitol Hill right now. It's the same with the compression garments, the sleeve. That too is not covered by Medicare. And also the custom breast prosthesis. The custom breast prosthesis is the one and only amputated body part that is not covered by Medicare.
Isn't that interesting?
Now, it's on Capitol Hill right now. Like I say, they're introducing it and so on and so forth, but we don't know how long it's going to take, before they pass it, or if they even will.
Wow.
But yes, we do bill all insurance companies, whether or not it's a benefit under every policy. That's what the patient individually needs to find out themselves. But yes, it is a possibility.
Good. Okay, good. Good information to be able to have, because knowledge is power, especially when you're going through something like this.
Sure.
So I am very proud to say that you and your team are a Hello Gorgeous affiliate, and that you do Hello Gorgeous makeovers for us, which I love watching the before and afters that you guys post up on your Facebook page. So tell me, how did you become a Hello Gorgeous affiliate?
Well, I remember Trisha and I, my sister Trisha and I, had come across your program, and it fell right along in line with what we do.
Yes.
And to be able to take it a step further by adding the skincare and the facial and the makeup application and the full wardrobe at the end just made it all that much more appealing to us to be able to take it a step further and be able to touch these women on a different level. And I cannot explain the feeling that it gives you, just the excitement and the anticipation and their surprise and their tears and their gratification. And, to be able to give them back, like you say, something that cancer has stolen from them is just so empowering. It really is. And we as a team, we've done it for many years now. And we are so blessed to be a part of this program.
Well, so tell me and share with our listeners what your favorite makeover was.
Well, we've had many, obviously. One of the funnest ones was doing two friends.
Okay.
They thought that they were there for each other. They thought they were getting the other one there because they were diagnosed. One was laryngeal cancer and one was breast. So they were diagnosed about a month apart.
Wow.
And so it was really, really shocking to see their faces and that. But my favorite was probably a young 17-year-old named Sam.
Mm. And what type of cancer did she have? Do you remember?
I do not remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I thought it was a bone. It was widespread. Um,
Okay.
she was missing prom. She
Oh,
was unable to attend school. She was having to live in a short-term stay hotel or long-term stay hotel, just to be able to receive her treatments. And
wow.
she was adorable, and to see that smile was amazing. It really, really was. And last I heard, because we check up on her every now and then, she was doing very, very, very well.
Good, good. That's good news. I always like to hear the positive stories.
Absolutely.
So I remember that, we asked the affiliates to do 2 fundraisers so that I never wanted any money to come out of the salon's budget. And you guys did a really, really, really unique fundraiser. And it was where the women could come in that had mastectomies, either a single or a double, and they did body paint on their chest.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit. I just remember the women feeling like they truly were a piece of art. And I just remember the looks on their face because we were able to attend that fundraiser.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how that got started and what your feelings were about that particular event.
Well, we called it the Chest and Canvas event. And it was right when like the wine and canvas was really kicking off. And my friend Jamie, who is the founder of Sparrow Hope, which is the deodorant and body butter body line that we carry, she had her chest painted with body paint, and that was kind of her signature photo, and that branded her name. And it was so empowering for her, and her that photo just went crazy, and how much strength and inspiration she gave other women just by being able to do that. And so we were kind of brainstorming. We wanted something unique and something different. And so we just came up with this where we could do it. We had somebody volunteer to do the painting. We had somebody volunteer to do the photography. And we just thought this would be great, and we had an enormous turnout. We had a little silent auction and whatnot. The women were able to, we had their photos done, and then we printed them off a copy, and they could share them online if they chose to or not. But like you said, their strength and their self-image was so heightened from that event. It was phenomenal.
Well, and that's what I remember them getting their chest painted and then having their picture taken, and just the boldness and the confidence that had to take in order for them to stand in front of a stranger, right? And actually have them touch them with a paintbrush, but then to let somebody take a picture of that. But what a memory that was that it created for them, because then they got to have those photos to take home with it. It was a phenomenal event. It was a one of a kind event. And I remember there being so many women there. It was phenomenal. It was very cool.
It was.
So what is the most important message that you want to send to our listeners today?
Oh gosh. The most important message I want to send to the listeners is don't be afraid to share your story. I feel that walking the walk allows for you to be so much more involved, and you can touch someone on a different level. And, that you can empathize with them a little more, you can understand, you can relate. And a lot of times that gives women or men, people in general, hope. And, I think it helps you to heal as well. I personally have never been touched by cancer. I have a large group of friends and family that has been. But there are other events in our lives, that whether it's suicide or, losing a home or, just illness or whatever, you can relate to someone that's going through that. And so I really do think that by you sharing your journey, it helps you to heal, and it also helps empower and inspire others. One of the things that we struggle with is, getting the word out there of what it is that we offer, what is available for women, because we're not your typical conversation piece.
That's
no
right.
one wants to say, oh, my hair is fake or my boob is fake, and this is where you can go to get it.
That's right. That's right.
So,
That's right.
it does help to kind of spread the word a little bit, because it's an intimate subject,
It is an intimate subject. That's right. And so what is the most rewarding part of your job and why?
The most rewarding part is when a woman is struggling with her self-image, and she can look at you and give you a hug and say, thank you so much, because I see me when I look in the mirror, or I feel whole again, or look, I have 2 boobs.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yes.
it touches you on a level that I cannot describe. It's just an amazing feeling to be able to do something so little to mean so much for someone.
Well, and for us too, I mean, I know exactly how you feel when somebody, they go through a makeover and they look at it and they smile and they say, I feel girly again.
Yes.
People, they can't wrap their brain around it. And what we do, it's just part of our job, but we love our job. I always tell people will ask me, what I do, and I tell them, and then I always preface it with saying, I have the best job in the whole world, because I really do, because there's something about being able to do something so special for somebody else that nobody else can do for them, and that they feel comfortable being able to talk to you about this. Like I said, there may not be any place else that they can go to, or it's not a conversation piece that you have at a cocktail party. So I think what you girls do is wonderful.
Well,
Wonderful.
Very much.
You. Yes, I again, I have the best job in the whole, and I get to meet wonderful people like you. So that's what I'm so excited about, is to be able to connect people with resources, right? Just to be able to connect people with people, that have the resources that they need, like you said, to make them feel whole again.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit. You guys have a Facebook page and a website. Tell me where people can find you.
Okay, so our Facebook page is it's a Studio One, or there's Studio One LLC, because we have 3 locations.
Okay.
Then our third one is called Naturally Yours. Naturally Yours is located in Illinois. It's about 20 minutes outside of Chicago.
Okay.
Our Mishawaka location is inside of Michiana Hematology Oncology, and our St. Joe, Michigan location is just freestanding. It's kind of, off the way, for privacy and whatnot. And then we have our website is www.studioiboutique.com, and Naturally Yours is www.naturallyyourshop.com.
Great. And you guys have a Facebook page, and you've got some Instagram, and I've seen you do some videos. You've done a great job with your Facebook Lives.
Thank you.
So that if people follow you, then they can keep up to date with what you guys are doing and what's current with the trends, I think, of some of the things that you've got going on as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Every spring and every fall, usually April and October, is when all the companies launch their new, spring and fall lines and new colors and new styles and, everything that's new and available. So yes, Great. we do announce those as well.
Awesome. Well, we're almost out of time. So I just wanted to say thank you, Lori, for joining us today. And I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us. And I'm just so excited to be able to share the work that you do. And I would love to be able to have you come back again to share some of those new current trends, 6 or 8 months down the road, if you'd be willing to come back.
Anything you need, I would love to. And I like I said, we are honored that you asked us to be a part of this. This is phenomenal, and I appreciate you thinking of us. And with all of my ums and jitters, I appreciate that too, because like I told you, you can't break glass ceilings unless you're able to, get past your own fears.
That's right.
To be able to help. So
That's
yes,
right.
anything. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, if you have any questions, comments, or would like to know more about the guests of our show, or for more information about Hello Gorgeous, feel free to contact me at kbecker@hellogorgeous.org or visit our website at www.hellogorgeous.org. And we invite you to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me today on Hello Gorgeous, Everything Beauty, Cancer, and Inspiration. I'm your host, Kim Becker. Until next time, stay gorgeous.
Another beautiful day, walking in the sunshine, spending the time with you. Last night we had a good time, dancing in the moonlight and loving the night away. I can't imagine what it'd be like. I can't imagine what it'd be like. I can't imagine what it'd be like without you. I can't imagine that.